Good morning, Frederick. Happy Thursday. We are working toward the weekend and the time that hopefully we're going to see some sunshine. I thought I saw it peeking out this morning, but it looks pretty cloudy out there. If you are interested in a sponsorship for Good Morning Frederick, some of you have reached out to me and I appreciate that so much. We do have a few spots available, just $30 a week. If you want to be a part, just email me at everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. In the show description, did I add that? Daggone it, I don't think I did. Okay. Every week, I want to put in the show description every day that you can join the program live. I meant to do it, and I don't think I did today. But I would love for you to join me live on the show. If you have some good news to share, maybe your business has hit a milestone, maybe it's your birthday or your child's birthday, news of any kind. I would love to hear it. Of course, in the meantime, you can text me. I'm looking at the text line. You can text me or email me. I'm going to pull that up over here so I can see it. Email me or text me. everythingfredericklive@gmail.com, of course. This show is all about you, Frederick, and I would love for you to join me anytime. It's not scary. We're just chatting. All right. I want to thank the sponsor of this program, Frederick Window Tinting, locally owned, serving Frederick. Again, Sharon and Joe Volpe, amazing business people. Actually, we're going to talk about a second part of their business later in the show today. But Frederick Window Tinting was their first, is their baby, and they do commercial, residential, automotive tinting. You can check them out at frederickWindowTinting.com. And again, I don't know if you can hear that, but my sump pump is still running. We're trying to figure out a way to push a lot of the water away from the house. But my goodness, we've had so much rain here in Frederick. I'm glad it's not raining today, just looking outside. But yeah, looking forward to the warmer temps and drying of the ground. I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Good Morning Frederick is live in the Everything Frederick and More group on Facebook, as well as on YouTube on the Everything Frederick Live channel. Please tune in and subscribe. It's great because on YouTube, you can actually share your the video, and we also put up the segmented videos. So if you are a company that is being featured on the show, you'll be able to send along your own particular segment. All right, let's get started today. All right, good morning. Today, weather windy with some sun, then turning cloudy, a couple thunder showers this afternoon. Actually, they're saying maybe the thunderstorms can produce some small hail, so be careful out there. High of 54. Flood warning is still in effect until 11 a.m. this morning. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, windy, and cool in the afternoon. High of 52. Saturday, partly sunny, breezy, and cool with a couple showers, perhaps mixed with some snow early in the day. Oh my gosh, no, we've got to get out of that. Sunday, looking a little bit better, sunny, warmer with a high of 62. And you know how I've been preaching take off Monday if you have the PTO. Well, Mother Nature said bet and dropped the high to just 64, but sunny, and now has Tuesday reaching 76 and Wednesday at 72. So maybe just take the week off if you have the time. Do you have a great story to share, or do you know someone helping to make Frederick an amazing community? I know there are a ton of people out there, the unsung heroes of our town. Please let me know about them at everythingfredericklive@gmail.com or text me their details at 888-465-2944. We'd like to call this segment the Feel Good 5. All right, Everything Frederick group is still growing. 125,174 members. Amazing. Hundreds added each week. Plus, there are those watching outside the group on YouTube. This makes for a powerful force for change. lots of opportunities to get involved with the community, and there are a few ways that you can help. And we have talked about this. Sorry, I got to look at my thing here. All right. I am asking for your help for a couple of things, and I do want to thank the people who have already dropped off donations to me. I'm helping the Scott Key Center with their first ever prom. I'm looking for a limo company to give the attendees rides, or maybe you have a cool vehicle like a classic car or a convertible, anything like that to make them feel special. I will take it. We just need you at Key Stadium or the Arc on June 5th from 11 to 1 p.m. So I would need you in the middle of the workday if that's possible, but we really want to make these clients feel special from the Scott Key Center. We're also looking to raise about $1,500 to cover the food for the 125 guests who will be in attendance. If you can help financially, even just $10, please go to scottkeycenter.org and click on the donate button. And then there's Super Sunday. Super Sunday is coming April 14th on a Sunday, of course. Benefits the Frederick Rescue Mission and their effort to feed individuals in our town, hundreds of people, twice a day. Get your ticket to this great event where you get your own customized clay bowl to eat your soup out of if you want, and help them to feed people in our community. Also looking for prom dresses for local high school girls who have reached out to Everything Frederick and need them to attend the dance. So if you have some gowns or dresses that you're no longer using in the back of your closet, please let me know and I will coordinate to get them from you. Be sure to have that text number, 888-465-2944. Save that to your phone because we're going to give away prizes every day we're on. I've got some great prizes coming up next week, but for today, we're giving away a pair of tickets to the Flying Cows. They take on Montreal Sunday, April 14th at 3 p.m. at Hood College. You get to see yours truly. I am the official MC for the Flying Cows. We have a great deal of fun. We give away prizes and we have contests at the timeouts and in between quarters. It's a really great time. So if you want the tickets to go see the Flying Cows on April 14th, just send me a text, 888-465-2944, and I would be happy to give you those tickets. All right, coming up after the very quick break, I talk with Gretchen and Jake from Green Meadows Petting Farm, and I'm going to introduce you later to the woman changing the face of the construction industry. We want to welcome Sandra from A&S Construction. We're going to talk to her. Plus, I want to thank her for being our newest sponsor at Good Morning Frederick. And here, oh, you know what? I don't even have my, I'm going to have to add the ad for, it is for the Goddess Group. And let me just see what we got here. See, again, okay. Let me try one more time. We might have to come back to them. I don't know what I did with their ad. Train wreck. Every day there is always something. Everybody always tells me. Okay, let me just see what we got here. April. Here we go. AIO, All In Events, and the Goddess Group right here. Let's see. And we got to wait for it to upload, of course. And it's processing, even though we play it every day. All right, well, while we're waiting for that to happen, I want to talk to you about how great you guys have been in giving me a little leeway. All right, here we go. All In Events and the Goddess Group.
All-in-One Events is Frederick's #1 source for event rentals and entertainment. Please visit us on the web at www.aioeventgroup.com or call 1-888-727-8902 for more information.
All right, and we want to thank A&S Construction for being our latest sponsor of this program. Boy, you guys are giving me a lot of leeway. I love it. But woman-owned, locally owned, and and minority-owned business right here in Frederick. And I was so excited we get to talk to her later in the show. A&S specialize in roofing, siding, windows, gutters, patios, and decks. And get this, special offer for Good Morning Frederick viewers, $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs that are scheduled before April 30th. So we want to call Sandra or email her. You can call her at 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Save that number right there. You can screenshot A&S Construction. Look, spring right now is the time to get your roof checked out. You want to make sure everything looks good, especially with all this rain and everything we've had lately. So we really want to thank Sandra for signing on today to be a sponsor of Good Morning Frederick. Okay, goodness. Already have things happening this morning. And we're next. Happenings in Frederick is our next segment. Want to talk about all the great events going on. But today we want to talk about how it is sponsored by the Taco Bar. All right, it's Birria Thursday at Taco Bar. We're located on West Point Plaza on Route 40, between 40 and alternate 40 in that little shopping center. Birria is slow-cooked shredded beef, served in a variety of ways. If you haven't had it, it's amazing. The most common is served on tacos with melted cheese and paired with consomme, which is the beef broth. You can check out Birria Thursday at Taco Bar today. All right, we want to know what's happening in Frederick? Okay, I created a calendar that continually gets updated. You can find that calendar if you just search calendar in Everything Frederick and more, or you can text the word calendar to 888-465-2944, and I'll send you a link directly to it. It's being updated every day. And if you're looking for things to do, it's a great single place to look for everything that's happening. Now, tonight at 8, I'm debuting a new show right here on Everything Frederick and More called Top 5. We cover the top 5 posts of the week, and we'll be looking to chat with the authors of those posts and some of the commenters as well. So you can join us right here at Everything Frederick and More, right in the group, or on YouTube, the Everything Frederick Live YouTube channel. Tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. at the American Legion in Thurmont, you can attend Cancer Dancer Line Dancing to benefit St. Jude's. This weekend, it's First Saturday in downtown, and you can attend the 80s barn dance at Green Meadows Petting Farm. Plus, there are shows at the Met and Weinberg. You can check out all the details on that Everything Frederick calendar. It includes links to all the websites for more information. Monday on April 8th from 6 to 9 p.m. If you've got a child that is attending FCPS schools, you may want to attend the Board of Education debate, which is happening at the Frederick Elks Lodge on Willowdale Drive. That's this Monday, April 8th from 6 to 9. Saturday, April 13th from 11 to 3 at the Mount Airy Carnival Grounds. It's a teen driver event helping young drivers to become more confident and responsible. So if you have a young driver in your family, you may want to check that out. It looks like they have a lot of really cool demonstrations, very interactive, a lot of fun, and food trucks and stuff will be there too if you want to eat while you're there. April 21st, the Safe and Sane committees of TJ and Frederick High join together for bingo at the Lewistown Fire Hall. Tickets are just $25. And Battle of the Bands is coming to the Carroll Creek Amphitheater on the 27th from 3 to 7. And Everything Frederick and More is proud to be one of the sponsors. Tickets are just $10 for adults, $5 for kids 5 and up, and all the proceeds benefit the Boys and Girls Club of Frederick County. You can grab your tickets at botbfrederick.com or visit the Boys and Girls Club of Frederick County's website. They have information as well. If you have an event you want included on our calendar, email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com, or of course, you can text it to us as well. And all of our details are along the bottom of the screen there. And you can, again, screenshot it and make sure you can get that to us. All right, Everything Frederick Group continues to grow. It's unbelievable. 125,174 people as of right now. I like to take time in each episode to chat about what's happening in the group. All right, we call this Happening in Frederick, but Sarah Coleman is launching Sarah's Kitchen. Now, if you haven't been a part of that group or some of the other food type groups here in Frederick, you may not have heard of her, but she's been a blessing to Frederick with the taste of authentic soul food since the pandemic. And Fox Tree Designs, who is amazing for shirts, stickers, and banners, if you don't know, also a company owned by the Volpes, posted on Everything Frederick, or shared to Everything Frederick, this post. Starting a storefront is always challenging feat with what seems like never-ending expenses that pop up. Let's rally around Sarah and show her how much this community loves her. Fox Tree Designs is giving 50% of every single sale right back to Sarah so she can ensure she has what she needs this opening weekend and this month. Additionally, if you purchase any item from Fox Tree Designs, you receive a free 8-ounce side when you go to Sarah's. And if you purchase multiple items, you get multiple coupons, which is awesome. So Sarah's Kitchen is opening this weekend at 12487 Wolfsville Road in Myersville. That's 12487 Wolfsville Road in Myersville. And again, if you haven't joined the Everything Frederick and More group, you should, and you can be a part of the change for good. And we love that. Okay, I want to thank Shift Work and Play, Frederick's one and only co-working space designed to support those working with young children. You can get your work done while your children are supervised at play, and it's perfect for working parents with kids 18 months to 6 years old. So perhaps you are working from home a couple of days a week, and that's great. Maybe you just need a little bit of focus for a few hours, and imagine how much work you could get done with a 3-hour play session for your child. Every 3-hour play session includes a planned activity plus open-ended lead child play. Shift Work and Play has meeting rooms, dedicated desks, private offices, and it's located close to downtown on Northeast Street. Book a tour today at shiftworkandplay.com. And we want to thank Megan for the support at Shift Work and Play. You really should go check it out. It's wonderful. Small business is the backbone of America, and Frederick is a huge contributor to our city of small business. We thank every single person who has taken the risk to open their own business, and we are here to support you. That is what this show is really based all about, is supporting local business and small business who sometimes has trouble kind of competing with some of the bigger guys, especially on traditional media. My company that I just launched, called Promo Circus, it's a marketing consulting company helping businesses make the most of every marketing dollar and taking advantage of the many ways to remain top of mind in such a competitive world. You know, a few years ago, you only had to be mentioned maybe 7-8 times before people started to realize that you existed. And now it's closer to 20 to 30 times. And that kind of frequency is sometimes very expensive to purchase, but there are ways around it. And I'd love to help you find those ways. This program is just one of the efforts that I am taking to do my part to help small business. So if your company needs a little help, please let me know. Small business keeps this town moving and growing. And this segment is called Market Makers. All right, Sandra Hofmeister is single-handedly changing the face of the construction industry, and I absolutely love what she's doing. Let's hear from her. Here's Sandra. Hey, I'm with Sandra from A&S Construction. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me. This is a beautiful
Well,
day
I
today.
am so happy to talk to you. Obviously, we know each other. We've chatted before, but for those that don't know, tell me a little bit about your company and what you do.
Perfect. So we at ANS Construction, this is a women-owned company, minority business enterprise. We are located in Frederick, and we do all exteriors like roofing, siding, windows, gutters, patios, and decks. And I'm very proud of what we accomplished in these 3 years. And that's exactly what we do.
I love it. And, it's very interesting. And, we've chatted about this before, but, you are obviously in an industry that is not typically women focused. And so how is that for you? Kind of do you find that being a woman owned business actually is an advantage sometimes?
I do. I mean, it could be both. It could be really overwhelming. Some people still thinking that, well, a general contractor can only be a man. But on the other side, the welcoming of this community was overwhelming. I have a lot of people who really, really, really love to work with us. And believe it or not, a lot of my customers become my friends. That's the relationship that I have with them. And I believe the world is evolving. This industry is not going to be male dominated anymore because we are here.
Yeah, look, and I think that, especially, you kind of look at Mike Rowe, kind of really bringing the trades to a national level, talking about, college doesn't need to be for everyone. And as a parent of college age children, I have one that is, very loves going to college. I have the other one who's not so excited about it. And, we've told her, look, there are so many things you can do. But I love the fact that a lot of our schools in Frederick County, these students have the opportunity to learn the trades and understand that when they graduate high school, they will be making probably 8 to 10 times what their counterparts with a 4-year degree will come out of school making. And I think if you're looking for, a career in something that you can hit the ground running pretty much, obviously there are things that they have to go through, but I think it's fantastic. And I'm looking forward to seeing more women in the trades.
I agree with you. Coming from a background, I'm an accountant, so I went to college and I worked in accounting for many, many years. And now doing what I do, I love it. I will not go back to accounting. I will not go back to accounting. And I'm also part of a group called Women in Trades. We are trying to get into schools and talk to, to the young people and explain them there is other options. That if you like college, go. I mean, if you that's what you want to do. But for other people that they have another, I call it superpowers and skills that like you're very crafty, or you want to do things with your hands. Trades need you. And you can make a lot of money, and especially women. I know a couple of welders, female welders. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, when we built our home here in Frederick 4 years ago, all of the woodworking was an all women crew. And I absolutely loved it. And there was another, I can't remember if they were the drywall or one of the other finishing teams was led by a woman. So I was so fascinated, and just, I think it's amazing. The opportunities are there for anyone who wants to take them. So it's great. What's the best thing that has happened since owning your business? If you can find one or two things that have been highlights.
Oh my gosh, so many blessings that I can even think of.
I love that.
Yes, I mean, I think, like I told you before, the overwhelming response of the community.
Yeah.
At the very beginning, it was a scary time. I came from being an employee for so long to own a company, but not just a company, a construction company, which is, like you said, a male-dominated thing, but the overwhelming welcoming, the love, I don't know, it was amazing. This community in Frederick is great, and I just can't think of living in a better place. But I think that is the best thing that ever happened to me in these past 3 years.
And that's a huge testament to a lot of the people in Frederick. And one of the things I think we get the most feedback about is this town seems to wrap its arms around not even just your industry, just almost any business owner. I feel like everyone can kind of find their cheerleaders and their tribe pretty simply, which is awesome and amazing. And
I mean, it's the collaboration. I call it collaboration. The amount of business owners like you, like other people, that I met, that we help each other out. We find a way to lift each other out, because I talk about this one time, and I think that being a business owner is a lonely, lonely world.
It can be, yeah, for sure.
It can be. So you need other business owners to talk and share.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. This business community in Frederick County is like, can't tell you enough. Great.
Yeah, and it's funny because very often I will share, lots of promotional ideas and ways that I know to help further people's business. And somebody said to me one time, "Oh, aren't you worried about kind of giving away the trade secrets?" And it's like, absolutely not. I don't want people to make the mistakes that I made early on when I started my company. And at the same time, I want to keep them from wasting their money or wasting their time and trying to move people ahead. I think the more we can all do that, the better, I think, for everyone. So,
and that speaks volumes of you, not just because you're a kind person, but you are not selfish. And that's what I try to do sometimes with others. And I think that's the only way.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I do believe what you put out in the universe comes back tenfold. I really believe that. Totally. So what is one goal that you have for 2024? Do you have something on your vision board or on the wall that you're focused on?
Oh my God. If I tell you the things that I have in my board, you're going to be like, you will stop this recording. But I think I'm going to break my own record.
Oh, I like
that. That's the only thing that I can tell you. Is not just a financial goal, but it's also a personal goal. For those who knows me, and you know me, I am deeply involved in the community. So I don't know. I really want to do more than actually what I'm doing. And those two things, that's what I call breaking my own record.
Well, I love it. And look, I think that it is, you have to have goals to shoot for. And, even if you, don't succeed, it's just going to keep you focused on what has to happen in order to get there. And that's really half the battle. If you can define that goal and kind of live toward it, I do believe it becomes easier to establish. What's been the biggest challenge to owning your own business?
I believe when you start a business from scratch, it's always hard.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's the perception, when people think of you without knowing you. That was a challenge. Not anymore, because I think I turned this, 360. And again, is the amazing response. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you that I still have roadblocks, but they are less and less and less, So I always take the opportunities and the challenges, and I treat them the same way. So this challenge is not going to become a challenge. I'm just going to move it to the opportunity.
Yeah. All right. What is the easiest way for people to get in touch with you?
Very easy. You can call me at 301-703-2157, or reach me. I invite you to visit my website. The whole story is there. Is www.a as in Apple, N as in Nancy, S as in Sam, construction.net.
Uh-huh.
Or you can send us an email, info@ansconstruction.net as well. So I promise you, we will get back to you as soon as possible.
That's awesome. Well, Sandra, thank you so much for your time. We wish you all the success in the world. And just know, I've got my arms wrapped around you and know that this is going to be the best year yet.
Thank you so much. And same to you. Good luck in your new adventure. I call it journey, because you're going to rock it.
Yeah, I appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, don't you just love her? Again, there are people out there in the community just doing amazing things, you can't be disappointed. You gotta recommend her everywhere, and I'm so excited to see what 2024 holds for A&S Construction, and that's Sandra. Okay, I'm gonna take a little chance here because I'm gonna do something actually live. Let's see if I can. Oh gosh, no, I'm already clicking the wrong thing here. Let's see what we got here. All right, I want to share my screen because I want to tell you about something I've been working on called Handpicked by Everything Frederick. Oh gosh, it worked. Okay. So if you're on the group Everything Frederick and More, and you searched the word handpicked, this survey will come up. This survey is, I would love to put together a list of people that you guys recommend, like the restaurant overall. There's a bunch of things you can do. You can come back and do this survey as many times as you want, or if you don't think of an answer and you come back and think of one later. But things like a new restaurant that's been open within the past year, an Italian restaurant, place for steak. There's also things like food trucks and best bakery and sweet treat maker, cake designer, kid-friendly restaurant. There's a ton of things on here, and I would love to compile a list from this. This is not a voting thing. This is what I'd like to do is have a list in the group, Everything Frederick and More, that you can access. So if you're looking for a steak place, all of the recommendations will actually be listed from members of the group. Not that this will dissuade anyone from posting, hey, does anyone know of the best Chinese restaurant or the best winery or distillery? But at least there will be a reference point for them to go to and see a full listing of those businesses. So again, if you want to fill this out and you're not part of the Everything Frederick and More group, you can text the word handpicked to 888-465-2944. Again, that's 888-465-2944. But I'd love to, in the next few weeks, start to put out the list as long as we have enough responses. And I will, hopefully continue to update and publish that list for you. So if you're ever looking for a place to go, you see the recommendation there. And I have to say, I'm shocked that that went as well as it did, sharing my screen because of technology, but that's a good thing. All right, we have another market maker that we will be featuring right here. Green Meadows is coming up. Here we go.
Gretchen and Jake from Green Meadows Petting Farm. If you haven't been out here, you gotta come. It is located right off 80, right?
Yes,
just kind of, you get through Urbana and go kind of down the road a little bit.
Exactly.
What is this considered, Frederick?
This is Iamsville.
Iamsville.
Yes.
I-Jamsville,
Yes.
for those of you who aren't from the area. Iamsville. Tell me a little bit about Green Meadows. You guys have been a part of this community for how long?
Yeah, so Jake would probably be the better one to talk about that.
We've been a part of this community. We've been open here since 2005.
Okay.
So ever since then, we've been open to the public here in the Urbana area, but we have had other locations around the country.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
previously. Yeah.
Holy cow.
So-
Okay, so you kind of took the idea of the what I like to call it agritourism or agri-entertainment, and you have been other places and came here?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. We were, my dad's grew up on the original farm outside of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. A few of his brothers have started up other farms around the country. We
Very
did a lot
cool.
of satellite location type stuff in the 80s and 90s, and through the different changes in the field trip industries, we've kind of shrunk down to a few locations that are just a little bit bigger instead of more locations that are smaller.
Right. That is fascinating actually to me, because I think the farm industry that shifted to kind of make money from the public when they weren't farming or doing whatever. I mean, I think it's awesome. So you kind of got this formula now and you've been able to rubber stamp it, make it successful. The farm itself, tell me a little bit about why people would want to come here.
Okay, so, well, first of all, it's a beautiful property. We have about 125 acres. Okay. Now, all that's not the petting farm, but we do crops, things like that throughout the year. But when you come to the farm, it's an all-inclusive. You get your feed in certain areas, you get a hay ride, you get pig races, which are very entertaining, especially with the new little guys we have right now, named after Taylor Swift.
I love it.
Getting on that bandwagon, okay? But we have so many different types of animals. We have kangaroo, a wallaby, a bison named Cody.
You're speaking my language. I lived in Australia for 8 years.
Perfect.
So I love to see that. Yeah.
So we have those guys. Everything from chickens to cows, normal farm animals, donkeys. We have a huge Belgian giraffe named Max. But we do let people really get up close with our animals, touch them, pet them.
Yeah.
And we also have the ever so famous corn bin.
Okay.
It's like a big ball pit, but it's corn. And, I know the parents love it, but the kids sure do. Yeah. So, yeah.
And look, it's, for a lot of people who may have moved up here from the city or DC or even, parts of Montgomery County who've never had access to see cows or calves or goats. I mean, my kids came here for a field trip 15 years ago maybe, and I have pictures of them holding baby goats here. You know what I mean? So I think that access to animals is so important for kids.
Absolutely.
And then hopefully to teach them, and they learn about farming and where their food comes from and where stuff that they're eating comes from, which is really great. What would you say is the best thing about Green Meadows?
The best thing about Green Meadows is as soon as you walk through our front gate, you just feel a community or family.
Yeah.
And we also, we do educate adults and children. And that is so important because, we need to learn to be kind to each other and our animals. But we have visitors that have come back year after year after year, and we really, really try to just get to know our visitors. So
now, is it seasonal? So are you guys here all year? I mean, I know you're here all year, but is it open to the public all year?
We are open from our Easter weekends, which started 2 weekends ago on the 16th. All the way through October. Okay. And then we have a special Santa's Fest.
Oh, fun.
Where we have Santa Claus, we have Elsa in a snow globe.
Oh,
a real life Elsa.
I love it.
And we also have the Grinch comes. Yeah. A lot of vendors, but it has turned over the years. It's turned into a year-long event.
Expanding the season a little bit.
Exactly.
What would you say the biggest challenge is for having a business like this?
Just trying to keep everything done in a way that's appeal to people that don't know what they're seeing.
Okay.
So there's the normal farming way, and then we just have to find a way to make
accessible
it accessible to the public to be able to see and understand. So that's usually our biggest challenge. And
I would say too, like a farming family, when you open things up to the public, that there are things you have to consider and watch out for, and all of that you wouldn't have to normally. Any particular goals that you guys have for this year that you'd like to achieve?
My father-in-law, Ken Keys, who is the owner of the farm, he started a couple of years ago doing Barnyard Band and Booze, which is a nighttime event the first Friday of every month.
Okay.
During our summer season through November, I believe.
October.
Yeah.
So we have started doing more nighttime events. They're called barn dances.
Okay.
So we're trying to expand on that.
I love it.
And just branch out a little bit more for corporate events, things that we can do maybe when the farm's not open, but more adult oriented
Gotcha.
and let them enjoy.
So the building we're in right now, and I'm going to show some video of it. It's beautiful. So this is available for people to rent?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. And
Yeah.
so if people wanted information, and it's great, what's the capacity for in here?
Oh gosh.
I think 120,
Yeah,
125,
I would say.
somewhere in that ballpark.
There's a little wheel room because we can open up the doors,
Right, be
tents.
outside, be inside. Yeah,
Time
it's
of year,
great.
we
Yeah,
can-
exactly. It's really, really gorgeous. So if people wanted to reach out to you about renting, obviously want to know information about the farm itself, where do they need to go?
So the best way is to go onto our website, which is greenmeadowsculturalevents.com.
Okay.
Okay. We also have a Facebook page,
Sure, yeah.
all of the socials.
Yes.
But that is the best way to get a hold of our wonderful office ladies, Lori and Debbie, and they'll let you know what it's going for.
Yeah, awesome.
But-
I mean, space like this in an environment like this would be great. And so we're looking forward to the barn dances. I'm going to have to come out for
Yes.
that one. We'll come back for that. If you wanted people to know one thing about Green Meadows, what would it be?
You have to come out and experience it. It's hard to put into words because I've had people go, "Oh, it's a petting zoo." No, it's not
Not
a petting
really.
zoo.
Yeah.
It's
So much more.
come out, enjoy being outdoors with your children.
Yes.
Take them away from the TV for an afternoon
Yes.
and come out and enjoy the animals, the outdoors, all the food.
Do you guys have like a season pass or
do,
something
yeah.
like that?
We do have an
we do
annual
have an
pass.
Annual pass, yes. Okay.
And that is good all season long.
Nice.
And that includes our events. So if for Barnyard Band and Booze, if you have an annual pass, you get them for that. For Santa Fest, for our Easter events. So it's not like excluded. Trailer Jack
Right.
Lanterns.
in
Yeah,
October
so
for
if
our
you've
nighttime
got
events,
kids,
it gets into everything.
get them the experience as a gift.
Yes.
Get them an experience, get them an annual pass. This is a perfect time to do it. You got the whole rest of the whole summer to
Yes.
enjoy it. And they're going to get so much out of it coming out here. Plus, they're going to run off some energy.
Yes.
Keep 'em
Yes.
They'll
We will
be
make sure
tired.
of it.
They'll fall asleep on the way home, I guarantee it.
Yes.
All right. Well, we really appreciate the
thank
time.
you.
Gretchen and Jake, Green Meadows, go check them out. Come here throughout the summer. Get your annual pass.
Yes.
You'll thank us later.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Okay. Want to thank, those dogs were amazing as well, walking in the back. And I have to say, it was quite funny. The one tan dog who walked behind me, I can't remember their names actually, but they walk the farm. They just walk around everywhere. And that one had gotten into the garbage and was eating and came over. And I'm so glad he didn't throw up. But anyway, Green Meadows Petting Farm, amazing place. And I apologize. I meant to get shots of the building that you can rent out. But if you're looking for a place to have an event with about 100 people, it's a great place to do it. So I want to thank Gretchen and Jake for that. All right. If you want to win a pair of tickets to the cows, go ahead and text right now, 888-465-2944. Just text me and I will make sure to get that hooked up for you. All right, that's about it for today's Good Morning Frederick. I appreciate you guys watching. You can share from the Everything Frederick Live YouTube channel. Tomorrow, I'm going to chat with Kelly from Jonah's Outdoor Furniture Co. She's actually celebrating her official ribbon cutting tomorrow morning at 11. If you want to head out and support her there, great. Oh, I loved her and so excited for her in this venture. And we'll also meet the couple behind DM Davis Photography. Until then, be sure to search for Everything Frederick Live on TikTok and YouTube. And you can follow me on TikTok at DannyGirl1124. All right, it's time. Be great, Frederick. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.